Hey everyone, my name is Rabah, and I just wanted to share my auditing process that I use for current clients and also prospective clients to put a game plan together when they do come on with my agency. All right, cool. So let's jump in. I use a tool called Triple Whale. You can connect everything really easy peasy. Just throw your Klaviyo API key in there. They just need to add you to their Google and Facebook, Shopify, lowest access, and boom, you're in. So once you're in there, I like to add some pre-built sections, 3 ROAS, roll them all, Shopify, email, Facebook, paid performance. I'll show you, but I'm going to go a little quick because it can kind of get long. There's a few steps to this. But so normally I will look at the either last 90 days or year. So we'll just take the last 90 days of this client. And again, this is going to be my ecosystem ROAS or my MER. So 285, that's very workable. 1.8, that's not horrible. Usually you want that about 1.5 to 2. 2.33, that's a bit low there in terms. So you're going to be pushing, maybe looking to push some higher margin products there, but overall not in a horrible place there. Probably want to make this a little bit more efficient. What this is saying is for every dollar, you're driving $2.85 of revenue for every dollar in ad spend. So not great, not horrible. Really want to look into that. Okay, moving on. So you can see your sales. So next I want to look at how much is email providing lift. So 17% is pretty low. We want to get that up to about 30%. The next thing we're going to look into is the customer mix. So a 60-40 split isn't horrible. I'd like to see this returning customer a lot higher. What this means to me, depending on, I need to understand how old this business is, but there's a reactivation issue. You have more new customers than returning customers. You really want the flip-flop here. You want to have a 60% returning, 40% new, because that usually, unless it's a really early business, indicates that you're not keeping subsequent cohorts or getting value out of them, which we'll check in a second. And then I'll look at my, again, customer split here, just looking at my paid media performance. So again, that blended is, or that MER right here, this is the MER percent representation. So what this is saying is 35% of revenues are eaten up with ad spend. So that's over a third. So that's quite a bit of change there. You can see Facebook is fairly inefficient. Google's super efficient, but also really low spend. And then I'm going to look at my website traffic. So website traffic got cut pretty badly, a third, and then conversion rate is also down pretty severely. So a lot of jumping off points to talk to with the client. They have their SMS hooked up, looks like it's pumping out decent, can probably look how to improve there. And then again, any kind of Facebook specific metrics, but I kind of really get the gist of it that it's fairly inefficient and the margins are low. Okay, cool. So the next thing I'm going to look at is AOVs. So AOVs are super important. I usually take the last 6 months. And so these are really workable. So $51 mean, $41 median. So the mean is going to be the proper AOV. This is total conversion value over total purchases. The median is going to be the center of the data sets. And then the mode is going to be the most frequent value. $41 is workable on paid. So that looks great there. The next thing I'm going to look at is the 60-90 days. How has this been trending for this business? I like to usually look at the last 6 months. You can look at 12 months. If you only do 3 months, that only really gives you one 90-day cohort, but totally up to you. Yeah, so not great, right? So you really want to see some bigger jumps than this. Excuse me, I actually jumped around. So going back to the AOV, the reason why this mode AOV is so important is because you can have a client like this where they have a $46 mean, but they only have a $19.90 mode, and that can really throw off some of your stuff there. So really make sure you check the mean, median, and modes. Okay, cool. We checked the 60-90 days. That didn't look great, so we can definitely get better people in for this client than previous. Let's check the sales cycle real quickly. And so this is going to tell me time between first or second order, second and third and fourth. So that's not bad. That's pretty workable, about a month-ish, and then it truncates a little bit on the third. So that's nice to know. And then next thing I'm going to do is look into a few product journeys here just to see kind of what's going on. So these are sorted by top products. This does not look like a very strong product. When you're doing product journeys, you care about two things. You care about the golden path, which is going to be the most prominent path. So that's this one, 65%. And then the golden product path, first purchase all the way to third purchase. So you're talking 8% and then 25%. So small but mighty. 8 to 25 is really good. You want to see that subsequent cohort grow. But again, this isn't a really great product in terms of driving a lot of awesomeness. 65% buy something else. Let's look at this product. Ooh. And so right now you can see this is a product we could put some money behind. So that's 41%, 46%. So not the golden path, but still pretty much up there. And then you see 41% to 53% growth. So 12 points of growth there from the second to third purchase, which is really what you want to see. And then you can see that Naomi ponytail and this Lulu 2 strand also landed in here. So this would be something that I would probably put paid media behind, but those are kind of some ways you can look at the product journeys for that. The next thing I'm going to do real quickly is look at my bundles. And so just seeing kind of what goes together and is frequently bought together. And then this will just bundle up my top 3. And then I can check on the website if this client already has these bundles. I can choose by product to see, okay, choose some top sellers and see what top sellers are being bundled with. But ultimately, the big things I care about, again, are my 60, 90-day LTVs. So I want to know those, how those have been trending for the client. My mean, median, and mode AOVs. Those are the big 2 jumping off points. And then the next thing you really care about is that 3 ROAS to rule them all. And again, you could even look back if you want to a year and see kind of what that's been like. And that will give you even more scope into what that client's doing. But ultimately, you need to know the mean, median, and mode AOVs for the client. And you need to know what their 60, 90-day LTVs are. And those are going to be the 2 things that really drive the bus. And then from that, you can see how their paid media has performed using 3 ROAS to rule them all as a lens. So again, you can do all this analysis if you want. Just pull all the data. The product journeys are going to be really, really hard. But other than that, you can just get Triple Whale if you want, and it'll do it all automatically. Super easy peasy. You need super minimum Shopify permissions, and then you're off and running. So, all right, cool. Thanks for joining me. I hope this helps, and definitely try it with your clients. They're going to be amazed when they hear you talking about mean, median, and mode AOV, or 60-day, 90-day LTVs, deltas, all this cool, fancy stuff. So great retention, and it's awesome to see actually how your strategies are being implemented to see, hey, these things are working or aren't working, because at the end of the day, a lot of clients, obviously you care about performance, but having a marketer that's constantly launching and thinking about and experimenting is way more valuable than somebody that finds a home run every now and then. So, all right. Thanks again for tuning in. Definitely go try triplewhale.com if you want to learn more about Triple Whale. Alrighty. Bye.